너네 트로피다 내려놔 우리 거 다 뺏겨다가 너네 거인 것처럼 다 챙겨가 우린 하이라이트 너네 셀룰라이트.
Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Chef Chris Joe here. Today we're about to make some kimchi pancake. And usually when you go to a Korean restaurant for appetizer, there's like 2-3 choices for pancakes. And that's either kimchi pancake and seafood pancake. And today I wanted to make sure to teach you guys some kimchi pancake. Alright, so for the batters, we're gonna need half a cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of potato starch, 1/3 cup of kimchi juice, 1/3 cup of water, 1/4 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1/4 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 egg, and salt to taste. So for the main ingredients that's gonna go into the batter is gonna be 1 cup of kimchi, 1/4 of an onion, 2 scallions, and half a cup of pork shoulder butt. And for the dipping sauce, we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of water, 1/4 tablespoon of vinegar, 1/4 tablespoon of red pepper flakes, 1/5 tablespoon of sugar. And these two things are optional. You could add some sesame seed, chopped scallion to add some kick to it. So before we get started with our ingredients, we're gonna chop up some vegetables. Alright, so for the onion, we're gonna thinly slice the onions as we usually do. And for the scallion, we're gonna cut it about 2 to 3 inches long. And first we're just gonna chop up the head out. And then cut it half, cut it another half. And for the pork, I like to have it all different size, some small pieces, some chunky pieces. So when I'm actually eating the pancake, I wanna be that lucky motherfucker who gets the big part of the meat, right? So I don't try to even it out too much, just small chunks of meat. And if it gets hard to chop on it, just use a scissor. That could also work as well. Some of them might be a little bit bigger than the other, but I like to have big chunks. The little ones, I don't know if I'm eating the pork or if it's like, you can't really taste it, so I prefer bigger chunks. And if you're a vegetarian and you don't eat meat or pork or whatever meat it is, just put it aside, just put a little bit more of onion and scallion, and that works more than fine. And now it's time for kimchi. This is what makes the kimchi pancake. If your kimchi suck, your pancake's gonna suck. For kimchi, it's just, if you saw everything, I chopped it up, right? I don't like chopping up the kimchi on the cutting board because it gets so red and it gets really hard to wash everything up. Look, that was just like 1 second and it got so messy. With my knife, I gotta clean it up. My hand, I gotta clean it up. The cutting board got all messy. So I actually prefer to chop up the kimchi with my scissor. So same thing with kimchi. I like to have it all different size because, you know, these sizes are great to be in everywhere in the pancake. But I want to be the lucky guy who got these big chunks. And when I'm chewing the pancake, I want to taste that texture and the flavor all together. So first thing first, we're gonna throw in the dry ingredient first. Then we're gonna throw in all our wet ingredient. And then we're not gonna put all the vegetable in yet because it's really important to get your dry and wet ingredient together to get to this consistency right here. Alright, so guys, this is really important. This is the consistency and the color that I'm looking for. And if you don't have it this color, that's why I actually put in the kimchi juice. If the color's still white, try to throw in a little bit more kimchi juice to give it a red flavor because you don't want to serve your kimchi pancake and then it's like a white kimchi pancake. It's kind of odd. And also, when it's at this point, you kind of want to taste your batter a little bit. And you know, if it's too bland or too salty, add some salt and pepper into it. Heat up your pan high heat. It's really important to have your pan high heat. Add your canola oil. Add your batter, spread it evenly, make sure it covers your whole pan. This batter is perfect for a 10 to 12 inch pan to make one perfect pancake. But if you're using anything under 10 inches, I want you to only add about half. If you add the whole thing, it's just gonna get a lot thicker and it's gonna look like more of a pie than actual pancake. And cook it for about a minute or two. Make sure it's lightly brown. Keep checking with your spatula once in a while. Just lift it up real quick. And if you feel like it's slightly brown, flip it. Make sure your pan is facing the opposite of you or below your waist. So once you flip your pancake, make sure with your spatula you flatten out the whole pancake so it evens out. And do the same exact thing again. Cook it in high heat for about a minute to 2 minutes until it's slightly brown. Make sure to add a little bit more oil all around and shake up your pan so all the oil evenly gets underneath it. So basically what we did was cook both sides for a minute or two because we wanted to get the consistency of crispiness on both sides. So after both sides are crispy, I want you to cook it all the way through low heat, flip it around every minute or two, over and over until you feel like you got the consistency that you want. And to check your consistency, I want you to get your spatula and hit your pancake to make sure the batter's done. Because if it's not, the batter's gonna lose out. And every minute or two, add a little bit of oil if needed. One thing I really want you to look out for is if you see any smoke, that means something's burning. That's like one of my biggest tips I give someone. If something's smoking, something's burning. So for me today, I flipped it about good 6 to 7 times, a minute each. But depending on your heat in your pan, pancakes should be done from nowhere longer than 5 to 8 minutes. All right, this pancake looked perfectly brown, is ready to go. So let's plate it. When people are presenting it, I want this because this is where all the vegetables pop in. There's always going to be one side with more vegetables popping up. Make sure you cut it evenly so everyone on the dinner table has an even sized pancake. You usually get your pancake on top of your kimchi pancake like that on the side. Alright, so for Koreans, whenever we eat pancake, we love eating makgeolli with it. It's kind of like chicken and beer in America, or chicken and beer in Korea, chicken and beer everywhere, but Koreans, it's pancake and makgeolli. And usually the cup that we use are a bowl size. It's like a bowl, but not a cup. It's pretty big. It's something like this. Korean people, for some reason, love to eat pancake or make pancake in a rainy day. And although today's not a rainy day, we're making pancake. Ooh. So I really don't know how to explain that, but something about Koreans when it rains, they just want to eat pancake and makgeolli because the sizzle sound and that sound right, that sound. If that makes any sense, but a lot of things don't make sense in this world as long as it tastes good. That is good. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. That's my way of making a perfect kimchi pancake. This is something really easy to make when your friend comes over. Just buy some makgeolli pancake and it's a good day. I'll see you guys next week. Annyeong.